So, hi everybody, my name is Mia. I go live Monday to Friday. Okay, so Monday to Friday, I go live 6:30 in the morning. And essentially what we're doing, yes, I'm getting ready for the day. And I see the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. So yes, I'm putting on my makeup and we're getting ready for the day, but it's much more than just makeup and a pretty dress. Okay, guys, what we do here in this live is that we want to get our mindset right before we step into the day. Refilwe, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ngobile, I see the like and I appreciate it. Okay, so that's what we're doing here in this live. We are getting our mindset right before we step into the day. There's a lot of things that happen during the day that we can't control, okay? Such as other people, how they behave. We've got no control over that, okay? There are circumstances and situations as well that we don't have control over. But there are things that we have control over. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just quickly going in with my camouflage, Catrice camouflage. So I just color correct around my mouth before I go in with my foundation, okay? So there's a lot of things during the day that we can't control. But in this live, we want to focus on the things that we can control. What are those things? The thoughts that we're thinking about as we go through the day. That's something that we can control, okay? The affirmations that we choose to say to ourselves and to affirm, that's something that we can control. We are up here all day long chatting to ourselves, okay? We are chatting to ourselves. We are telling ourselves story. We are affirming things about ourselves. That's actually the stuff that we've got control over. So that's what we focus on. Okay, so that's what we focus on here in this live. Not on what other people are doing, not on what other people are not doing, but what's going on in our internal world. The theme this week, guys, the theme... Max says, thank you for having these lives. My morning routine is improving. Oh, I love that feedback and I'm so glad that you are finding value from these lives, Mac. Tabby, hey, girlfriend, I see you. So let's just quickly recap on what the theme is this week. So if you're new here, every week we've got a theme and every day, the topic of the day will speak back into the theme. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just quickly going in with my Clinique foundation. It's a serum foundation. It's got SPF 20. The shade is ginger. So if you feel like you're a complexion match, I definitely recommend this. Okay, Bongi, I see you, girlfriend. Good morning to you too. So it looks a little bit messy now, but don't worry, it does get better. So the theme this week, guys, we are rebuilding our inner world. So that's what it is, rebuilding your inner world. That is the theme this week. Sarah, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that's where we're at this week. We are rebuilding our inner world, okay? What is our inner world, or what are the things that make up our inner world? Well, it's everything that's happening inside of us. It's the stuff that other people can't see, but it's also the stuff that drives our behavior. It's the stuff that drives our actions, right? Before we make a decision, before we take action, there is something that's taking place in our inner world. Thank you so much, Tabby. Thank you for the heart, me. I see it and I appreciate it so much. Okay, so what's happening in our inner world? Obviously, the emotions that we're feeling, the internal chatter that we're having. Tepo, I see the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, these are the things that are happening in our inner world. The stories that we're telling ourselves. Usually, it's not stories we're telling ourselves outside of ourselves. It's actually what's happening here in our inner world. And this week, I've given the analogy that we need to start thinking of our inner world as a home, okay? It is a home. Dumi says, great, but your hair. Dumi, the hair is called Italian curls. Just ask your hairdresser for Italian curls, okay? So this week, I've said we need to start looking at our inner world as our home. That's really what it is, guys. It is our home. We are up here in our inner world all day long. What does it feel like in your inner world? Does it feel chaotic? Or does it feel peaceful? You know? So we need to pay attention to what's going on in our inner world. We want our inner world to be a place that we love being. You know when you're like, oh my gosh, I love my company so much. It's because I enjoy being in my inner world. I enjoy being up here in my thoughts, you know? So that's the space that we want to be in. And sometimes our inner world doesn't really feel peaceful, right? Which means that we need to be making some changes. Okay. which means we need to be making some changes. So Monday, we looked at auditing our inner world. So one way to think about it, if you were moving into a new home, would you take absolutely everything with you? No, you wouldn't. You would audit and you would say, you know what, this is a broken cup, I don't need it anymore. This is a broken plate, I don't need it anymore. I think I want to get new, you know what I mean? New cutlery, new crockery, for instance. Okay, so in this analogy, moving is us moving into a new chapter in our life. So let's say, I want to move into a new chapter. I want to have a new experience in my life. Okay, great. So the same way I would audit before, Tembi says, morning coach. She always says morning coach. Morning to you too, girlfriend. Danny says, morning Mia, I need some motivation today. Okay, you're in the right place, Danny. You are in the right place. I can motivate you, but you've still got to do the work. Yes? Yes. Okay, so that's the same way. So we need to be auditing our inner world. So I want to move into a new chapter in my life. I want to move into a new experience. I've got to do an audit, okay? Not every thought that I'm thinking, not every belief that I have can come with me into this new chapter, okay? Can come with me into this new experience, right? So that means I've got to do an audit. I've got to say, is this thought still serving me? Is it still uplifting me? And if it's not, well, we've got to change it up. And we can change it up, okay? We can change it up. So that's another thing, guys. Thoughts. Thoughts can be changed. And this is something that I've learned from one of my favorite authors, Louise Hay. Thoughts can be changed. And for me, I feel that's so empowering to be like, oh my gosh, I don't have to continue thinking a thought that doesn't serve and doesn't uplift me. Taps, I see the follow. Thank you so much. Okay. And I see Nicole saying good morning to everyone. So for me, that feels so powerful. Oh my gosh, I don't have to continue entertaining a thought if it doesn't uplift me, if it doesn't empower me, if it doesn't move me in the right direction. It feels empowering to know that, oh my gosh, I can actually change a thought. I can decide which thoughts I choose to entertain and which thoughts I go, no thank you, I'm not entertaining this thought. All right, so that is... So that was Monday. Monday, we were looking at auditing our thoughts. Tuesday, we looked at habits. So yes, we are auditing our thoughts in this inner world, but what habits do we have that are supporting us as we rebuild our inner world? Okay. So what we did on Tuesday, we just broke up our day into 3 energy zones. So we said morning time, those habits that I have in the morning, those habits are setting the foundation for the day. Those habits are setting the tone for the day, right? So a question that I had on Tuesday was, if you reach for your phone and scroll through social media and scroll through other people's highlight reels on Instagram, first thing in the morning, how does the rest of your day feel after that? Honestly, like how does the rest of your day feel after that? Okay, Danny says like making your bed first thing. Yes, you make your bed first thing in the morning. Why do you do it? Because you're setting the tone for, you know what, I do the little things and I do them well. You're setting your day up for excellence. Okay, Nondumiso, I see the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, then the afternoon, around about lunchtime. That's energy zone. That's a time. Empower Online says, morning, love this. Mwah. Morning to you too. Okay. The afternoon time, that's when we are refocusing, okay? Lunchtime, refocusing. Sometimes refocusing means I've got to walk away from my desk and give myself a mental break. I've got to step outside and get some sunlight, some sunshine and fresh air. If you're in an office block, that might mean take a walk during your lunch break instead of joining the office gossip group. Yes? Okay? Pulling yourself back towards yourself, okay? If you're unable to take a lunch break because, you know, your job is demanding and you're unable to break away from your desk, I completely get that. So then when you go to the bathroom, can you take an extra 2 minutes just to refocus, recenter, pull yourself back towards yourself? So we've got to be creative about it sometimes. Okay? Max says, I need to sort out my lunchtime routine. Yes, I agree. I think it was Zuke. Zuke was in the live on Tuesday, and Zuke said, what did he say? He said that in lunch, because he's unable to go to the gym in the morning or the evening, evenings are study time, he goes to the gym at lunchtime. So, it's just being intentional about how we spend our day, intentional about how we spend our lunchtime as well. And to start to see it as a refocus time, okay? Evening time, that's our energy zone that we reset. We reset and we let go of the day. How are you resetting? How are you letting go of the day? Are you spending your entire evening on social media, numbing yourself out? Are you watching Netflix movies until you fall asleep, right? So we just want to become more intentional. The habits that I have in the evening, these habits help me to release the day, help me to let go of the day and reset for tomorrow so that I can wake up feeling fresh and ready for the day. Alrighty, so that was habits on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we looked at belief systems. So guys, you've got to start looking at your belief systems like software. The same way you update the operating system on your phone. You know how our phone loves to say, oh, your phone, software update available. That's what our phone says. It says software update available, right? And then you've got to install the new software, okay? What happens when we install the new software? Whether it's on our phone, whether it's on our PC, we get a new experience. The performance is better. It's a new experience, a new performance, okay? Same device. Same phone, new experience. Same laptop, new experience. Why is there new experience? The software was updated. The bugs were fixed. Okay, great. So my belief systems, our belief systems, that's the software. And we can update and upgrade our software. Not every belief that we hold is actually serving us. Okay? Not every belief that we hold is serving us. Sometimes we inherit beliefs from other people, could be our parents, could be something your grandmother told you when you were 10 years old. Great. Maybe it served you in the past, maybe it protected you in the past, but that same belief could possibly be hindering you or limiting you today. Okay, so we want to go, okay, let's check this belief. Let's check, what am I believing about myself? Okay, let's check this. Where did I get this belief from? Right? Was it from somebody else? Was it from my grandmother? Was it from my parents? Okay, great. Is it serving me now? Is it serving me in this person that I am becoming? Every day we are becoming, right? If you woke up today, you are still becoming. The story's not done. Noma Zizi, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The story's not done, right? It means you are still becoming. We are still becoming. I love that. That means, oh my gosh, I can still make changes. I can, who am I becoming? So as you're going through the day, think about that. Who are you becoming? Are you becoming a better version of yourself? We're not in the business of comparing. No, we don't want to be comparing. I'm not comparing me to, I don't know, XYZ person. The Rich Man's Barbara says, are you in radio by any chance? No, the Rich Man's Barbara, not yet. But I am here. I'm on TikTok live. Okay? So we just want to become the best version of ourselves. Every day we've got a chance. We are still becoming. The story's not done. Okay? That's empowering. That is empowering. The story's not done. Woo! That means I can still make changes if I need to make a change. That means if I don't like the direction of this particular story, I can go, and I can change this up. All right? Are you still with me? Give me a double tap on the screen if you are still with me. If you are still with me. So that's what we were looking at yesterday. That had to do with beliefs. Today is a new day. So new day, new topic. And I see all the likes. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Empower Online, I see the like. Miss D, hello to you too. Beautiful. Notolo, I see the likes and I appreciate it so much. So today, new day, new topic. Today's topic, guys, we're going to be talking about living from the inside out. Living from the inside out. So I've got a question for you. Where's your focus? Where are you tuned into? Are you tuned into the outside world? Is your focus on the outside world? Or is your focus in here? Is your focus on you? Is your focus on your inner world? Where is your focus? Where are you tuned into? Where are you tuned into? And let's think about the outside world for a minute. When I think of the outside world, I think the outside world is a place that's full of expectation. It's full of opinions, other people's opinions. It's full of pressure. Hey, I'm just doing my concealer placement if you're wondering, what am I doing? When you think of the outside world, what do you think of? Hey? Other people's opinions. Where's your focus? Where are you tuned into? Are you tuned into out there, or are you tuned into in here? Where is your focus? Where are you tuned into? Thank you so much. Who sent me a heart me? Kia, I appreciate that so much, babe. Okay, guys, so I've done my concealer placement. I've done my bronzer placement. I'm going to blend out my bronzer. Alrighty, guys, so let's start thinking about it. Where is your focus? When you think of the outer world, what comes to mind? For me, it's loud, it's noisy, man. It's noisy. Other people's voices, other people's opinions, other people's expectations, trends, all these trends that we must follow. Can you think of something different when I say the outside world? Baba Nas says, inner self. I love this. Kia says, you light up my mornings. I love that, Kia. But you're actually lighting up your own morning, babe, because you're choosing to be here. You're choosing to start your day by focusing on the things that are in your control. So you're actually doing the lighting up, babe. Okay, you're doing the lighting up. I'm just a mirror. Okay, guys. Why is this important? Why is it important where your attention is? Why is it important where your focus is? Why is it important whether your focus is out there versus in here? Like, why is it important? Okay. So I know that Zazo, it's called Italian curls. So I know that let me see this. Notolo says, my focus is currently on myself. Love that. Upgrading myself. Love that. Channeling myself to the right direction. Love that. I absolutely love that for you, Nokolo. Love that. Tabi says, because where your focus is, your energy goes. Tabi, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly it. So Setu says, energy goes where the focus is. Love that. That is exactly it, guys. That is exactly it. So we want to become aware of where our focus is. And if it's not on us, we want to bring it back. We want to bring it back. Bring it back to us. We're the main character. Last week, that's what we spoke about, right? Becoming the main characters in our lives. We're the main character. So both worlds. Are you 54? Are you saying that you are focused on both worlds, as in you're focused externally and you're focused internally? Am I reading that correctly? I think that I am reading it correctly, and that's okay. So in this particular live, we're just focusing on living from the inside out, okay? Back to our world, okay? So pay attention. And let me know at the end of this how you feel, if you feel inspired to actually live from the inside out, okay? So guys, start to think of your inner world, almost like, I know that I've said to you that we must think of it as our home. Yes, I love that. Max says, I'm all over the place, honestly. Okay, that is okay. So another thing here is that we don't shame ourselves, Mac, okay? So let's say you're like, oh my gosh, I'm all over the place lately. That is okay. Nobile, I love the rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So there's nothing wrong with being all over the place, okay? Awareness is a gift also, Mac. It means that you're becoming aware. You're becoming aware that I am all over the place, that you're not only focused in here, you're focused out there as well. That's beautiful, because you can't make a change if you're not aware of something. So once you're aware that my focus actually hasn't been inside, then you can start making the changes to bring your focus back inside, okay? So another thing we don't do here in our life, we don't shame ourselves, we don't beat ourselves up. Do you know what I'm saying? We go, okay, great, I want to become aware. Once I'm aware, because that's the gift, I can make a change. What's the change that I can make? All right, so that's where it's at as far as awareness. Okay, that's where it's as far as awareness goes. So another thing that I want you guys, Yenzi, thank you so much. I see that you shared the live. I appreciate that. to start thinking of your inner world as a GPS system. So you're in a car and you're driving and you have a GPS system, okay? If you focus on everything that's going on outside of you, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be pulled into every which direction, okay? Your car's not going to go straight on your path. You're going to be pulled to this side and you're going to be pulled to that side and you're going to be pulled to this side, okay? And you're not going to reach your destination. What's your destination? Living your best life. That's the destination, living my best life. Living the best possible life that I can live, one day at a time, right? One moment at a time, one thought at a time. Okay. So that's what we must start to see it as this GPS system. So if I'm driving down this car, I want to be here, internal, right? I want to reach my destination, living my best life, okay? But if I'm focused on the external world, on other people's opinions, on other people's expectations, it's going to take me a while to reach my best self, my destination, because I'm going to be veering this way and then I'm going to be veering that way, okay? Max says, thanks. Pink Mokhotsi, she says, the lunchtime routine has been such a game changer for me this work. I love that for you, girlfriend. I absolutely love that for you. And can you tell us sort of like what change that you made? So guys, another thing, and I'm so glad Pink Mokhotsi brought this up, is we don't just come to this live and sit and listen. We've got to walk away and we've got to play during the day. So there's work that we've got to do, right? I can't do the work for you. I can share the tool. I can share the suggestion. But the responsibility of doing the work lies with you. You are the main character, right? You've got to play around with these things, these suggestions, these ideas. You've got to test it out for yourself. Okay, you've got to be like this crazy chick on TikTok. She said to me that I should use my lunchtime differently. You've got to play around with that. So go and play around with it. How can you use your lunchtime differently? Have you been using your lunchtime intentionally? Play around with it and test it out for yourself. Test it out for yourself and then come back and give me feedback. Okay, and as you play around, the shifts that you will experience will always be an internal shift first. Why? Because we live life from the inside out, not outside in. So we make changes up here in our mind. We feel the shift in here, in my inner world, before I see evidence outside there in the 3D world. Okay, so the shift always happens within us first. That's where we want the shift to happen. We live from the inside out. And if you've been living the other way around, you're going to change it up. Miss D, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Zany, I see the follow and I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. Guys, if you are finding value from these sessions, if you're finding value from this morning session, give me a follow so that you will be notified when I go live on TikTok, and then you can come and you can join the next session. I do go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. This is where you'll find me, and you will also find the regulars. Okay, Notolo says, I'm also aware of how I'm struggling with balancing my personal life, school, and work. Okay, that's fine, Notolo. You know, I'm glad that you're aware, and that's where the awareness is the gift, because that's where we start to make changes. So maybe you might have to play around with your schedule a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Play around. Does this work? No, it didn't really work. Okay, play around some more. Does this work? Okay, maybe this feels a little bit better. Yeah, life is it's a play also. Like, I know sometimes we take it a bit too seriously, but we must enjoy ourselves, okay? And there's also nothing wrong with making a decision and then going, that didn't work out so great for me. Okay, let me make another decision. Okay. Pink Mokhotsi says, if one is not intentional, it can very easily become a negative gossip session. Exactly. And another thing, think about when you take part in a negative gossip session, how do you feel? How does it make you feel? Does it lift you up? And that's how you must start going through your day. This thing that I'm doing, does it lift me up? Is it building me up? Is it feeding my energy, or is it draining my energy? This is what we want to become aware of. So we've all got things to do today, right? But as we move through our day, we just want to become aware. That's it. Oh yeah, Ruzika's also asking you, Pink. She's saying, what's the lunchtime routine? Sky Jansen, I see the follow. I appreciate it so much, babe. Let me go down to a little bit down here. Zany says, sending love. I'm looking forward to joining you. Oh, yes, please keep coming back. 6:30 a.m. Okay. Abigail, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Tabby, you've just reached fan live 8 in my fan club. Thank you very much, Tabby. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Wipelo, I see the follow and I appreciate that. Zany, I see the follow and I appreciate that as well. Alrighty, guys. So we need to also start looking at when you're living from the outside in, what does that look like? What does it look like? Is this Team B? Team B? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Tabby sent me a cake slice. Girl, you know I love some cake. Tabby sent me a you're awesome. Oh, thank you, Tabby. I appreciate it so much, babes. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. So let's start looking at what does it look like when we're living from the outside in? What does it look like? So remember, we want to focus on the things that we can control. Yes. But we also need to become aware of how when things don't feel good, right? We need to become aware of, this thing doesn't feel in alignment. Like we need to be aware, right? So what does it look like when we are living from the outside in? I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I'm living or when it feels like I'm living from the outside in, it starts to feel like I'm performing. It starts to feel like I'm performing. It starts to feel like I'm seeking validation, like I'm seeking somebody's approval. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel too good. It starts to feel like me saying yes when actually I want to say no. What does it feel like? Can you guys think of any other examples? When you're living from the outside in, what does it feel like? How does it look? It almost looks like and feels like other people's opinions are more important than my own. Can you guys relate? Susetu says, outside in, you no longer can hear your inner voice and you rely on others' opinion. Clock that. You've spot on, Susetu, spot on. For me, when I'm living from the outside in, it feels like, everyone else's voice is so much more louder than my own. Hey, Tabby says, Zany says, yes. Tabby says, once you start living from the inside out, your outside world changes. That is exactly it. Exactly it. So we need to become aware. What does it look like? What does it feel like when you are living from the outside in? You start to do things like wake up and reach for your phone in the morning and scroll through other people's Instagram reels. Right? That's living from the outside in. You start comparing yourself to other people. Have you been there, guys? When you start comparing your life to other people's life. The only person we should be comparing ourselves to is just ourselves. Today, I just want to be 1% better than I was yesterday. Period. Carl says, hi Carl, I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, Carl says, change your habits and your habits will change you. That's exactly it. We actually spoke about habits. Carl, you weren't in that live. Tuesday, we spoke about habits on Tuesday, but that's exactly it. Tabby says, outside, you're invested in other people's progress and lives. For sure, that's exactly it. Notolo, it feels like your thoughts and opinions don't matter. That's exactly it. Starboy GP. He says, do me a favor and check Daniel Craig videos and let me know. Okay, I don't know who Daniel Craig is, Starboy GP, but I'll make a note of it, okay? So that's exactly it, guys. So we want to become aware. What does it feel like, actually, when I'm living from the outside in? Right? We can't shift if we're not aware of the thing that needs to be shifted. We can't make a change if we're not aware of the thing that needs to be changed. So we want to become aware. That's what it feels like. How does it feel in your body? That's another thing. How does it feel in your body? When you wake up and you reach for your phone first thing in the morning so that you can scroll Instagram and look at other people's highlight reels, how does it feel in your body? When you're comparing yourself to somebody else's life, how does it feel in your body? When other people's opinions are far more important than your own opinion of yourself, how does that feel in your body? How does your day go? How does your day go? How does your day go? And Nqobile says, it feels like I'm betraying myself because it's more like I'm prioritizing other people's interests over mine. Exactly. You've got it. Exactly. Alrighty, let me go down here. Ayabonga, thank you so much. I see the follow and I appreciate it, girlfriend. So the same way that we become aware, what does it look like? What does it feel like living from the outside in? Now let's change it up. How does it feel? What does it look like when I'm living from the inside out? When I'm living from the inside out. I don't know about you guys. To me, it feels light. Oh, it feels light. Even just saying it, it feels light. I literally feel a shift. It feels like I'm in alignment. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like I'm in alignment. And when I'm in alignment, it's like my day flows differently. I've still got the same tasks that I need to do. I've still got the same to-do list that I need to tick off. But for some reason, man, oh man, when I'm living from the inside out, I feel like I'm in alignment and my day flows in like a different way. It flows in a different way. I actually feel like I'm enjoying my day. Same tasks, same to-do lists, but woo, it feels yummy. Yes? Tabby says, it feels like that song goes, I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Exactly, guys. Thank you, Tabby, for saying that. We've got one life, right? God has gifted us this one beautiful life. Who is going to live it? I can't live your life for you, babes. Gents and babes. We're all babes. Okay? Carl says, the 1% a day approach, 3 months and 10 days, and it's 100%. I love that. So when I think of being 100% perfect, that's so overwhelming, right? Perfection, that's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for progress. So when I think of 100%, getting 10 out of 10, that's overwhelming. I don't know about you, when I feel overwhelmed, I can't do anything. When I feel overwhelmed, I actually just am stuck and I don't take any action, okay? So we break it up. We go, okay, I can't live the entire year today, but I can live today, right? Today, I can focus on just being 1% better than I was yesterday. And like what Carl is saying, eventually those 1%, each day, that 1%, it compounds, right? It piles up and it piles up in our favor. Okay. Alrighty, let me see. Where am I? Carl, I love it. Carl says the gateway to heaven is finding the God within. I absolutely love that and I agree 110%. Okay, so where were we? We were looking at what does it look like or what does it feel like when we're living from the inside out. So can you guys think of other examples? I've said for me, it feels like I'm in alignment. My day feels like it flows better. I feel lighter. Nqobile says, living today has become my favorite quote. Oh, living today has become my favorite quote. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. And that is the truth, guys. I can't live tomorrow today. That's how you get anxious, right? That's when you're fast tracking things. No. I live today. Okay, today I get to choose what I'm going to think about. What thoughts am I going to entertain? Today I get to choose what is my internal chatter going to be like. Is it going to uplift me? Is it going to bring me down? Today I get to do that. Today I get to say, oh, this thought, it's really no longer serving me. I need to choose a better thought. Today I get to do that. One of my favorite authors, Louise Hay, and you guys will hear me quote her quite a bit because I love that woman. She says the power is in the present moment. Oh, look at me. I was about to go in again with my concealer. I've already done concealer, guys. I need to bake my face. That's what I need to do. So I need to bake. That's what I need to do. Okay? The power is in the present moment. The present moment. That's where we make decisions. Tabby's laughing at me. I'm glad you found that funny, Tabby. Give me a second. I'm just reaching for my powder puff. My thingy-my-bobby. It fell. Where did it fall? Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I used this one. Okay, I'm back. Right? Carl says yesterday is history, today is the future. And I love that, Carl. Another way to look at that, guys, every thought that I think is building my future. Every thought that I think is building my future. So what future are you building? What future? Notolo says, it feels like I'm in control. I get to choose what serves me and what doesn't. Absolutely. Main character energy right there, babe. Main character energy right there. Today is a gift. This is what Carl says, and I agree with you. And that's why it's called the present. Exactly. Alrighty, guys. Exactly that. Are you still with me? Give me a double tap on the screen. Let me know that you are still here. How am I doing for time? 7:13. Woo! I better move. We don't have Butterfly today. Butterfly is our resident timekeeper. So, sometimes I get lost in the comments, and then Butterfly, she's like, hey. You're going over time. Alrighty, let me bake quickly. Guys, if you're finding value from this session, give me a follow so that you can be notified. Thank you, Andy. Andy says 7:13. I appreciate it. So that you can be notified when I go live tomorrow. If you're brand new here, I go live Monday to Friday, okay? Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. And essentially what we're doing here in this live is that we are just getting our mindset right before we step into the day. Tepi, I see the follow. I appreciate it so much. That's what we're doing. We're getting our mindset right before we step into the day, before we go and we play with other kids. That's what we're doing. We are focusing on the things that are within our control. That's what we're focusing on, right? We can't change other people and how they behave. It's none of our concern. But we can definitely change and decide how we are showing up for the day. And that is what we are focused on. Okay? Bye, Carl. Is that you? Thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Delphi, is it Delphine? Delphine is life. I appreciate the follow. Okay. The theme this week, guys, we are rebuilding our inner world. Rebuilding your inner world. That is the theme. Today, specifically, we are living from the inside out. We are living from the inside out. Okay? We want to go through our day in alignment. We want to go through our day feeling good, feeling calm, feeling peaceful, okay? We want to live from here, inside out, not the other way around, okay? Our opinion matters before someone else out there's opinion matters to us, okay? That's where we're at. That is where we are at, all right? So a lot of the times, living from the inside out also means protecting our peace. So before you say yes to something, stop, pause, think. Does this align? With who I am becoming? Does me saying yes to this thing, does this thing align with my peace? Or do I have to say no to protect my peace? Yes. And today's challenge is going to be a little bit different from every other day. So today's challenge, guys, we want to measure our success not by how busy we are today. Not by how busy we are, not by how many meetings we can do today, not by how productive we can be, because also, being busy doesn't necessarily mean living in purpose, right? And also peace doesn't necessarily mean doing nothing, okay? So today, though, we want to look at our day and we want to measure our success. Martha, I appreciate the follow, girlfriend. I appreciate the follow. Lelo, I appreciate the share. Thank you so much. Martha says she joined for the first time today. Martha, I hope that you will be back again. So today we want to measure our success not by how many things you ticked off your to-do list. Nah, we're not concerned about that today. We don't want to measure success by how busy you were, how many meetings you had, how many things you ticked off your to-do list. Today, we want to measure success differently, from the inside out. We want to measure success. How peaceful did I feel today? Did I protect my peace today? You know? Did I say no to something so that I can protect my peace? Did I say yes to something because it aligns with my peace? So that's how we are measuring success today, not by our to-do list. We're measuring it from the inside out. Inside out. Okay? Inside out. Protecting our peace. And if you feel like, yes, this is a challenge that you want to take part in, then give me a yes in the comments. Like, will you take part in this challenge today? Will you measure your success today, not by your to-do list, but how peaceful you feel? Will you measure your success today from the inside out? Yes or no? Will you measure your success from the inside out? So at the end of today, we're not concerned with how many meetings you had. We're not concerned with, did you tick off everything on your to-do list? Nah, we're concerned with, how did I do today? Did I protect my peace? Where was I tuned into today? Where was my frequency tuned into today? Was it tuned into the outside world and what was happening out there? Or did I bring my focus back to myself today? And how does that feel? How does that feel? So you also want to notice the shift within yourself as you go through the day. Notice the shift within yourself. Where does the shift happen, guys? It's going to happen inside before it happens outside. Period. We create from the inside out, not the other way around. They've taught us that we create from the outside in, but that's not how it works. I'm just going to set my face. How are we doing for time? 7:18. So we are measuring the success of our day differently today. Where was I tuned into today? Outside there? Was I concerned with what other people think, other people's opinions? Is that where my focus was today? Is it? Or was my focus inside here? What am I concerned with? What is my opinion? Hey? It's your boy Rele. I see the follow. I appreciate it. Notolo says yes. I love it. So that's my question. Are you going to take up the challenge today for yourself? Not for me, for yourself. Yes or no? Will you take up the challenge? Will you measure your success today differently? Tabby says more concerned about how our lives feel versus how they look. Another way, Tabby, and you just reminded me of something. You've got to start seeing our internal world living from the inside in. Our inside world, right? Oh, I think I need to sharpen my eyeliner. It's a bit blunt. Okay. Our inside world sets the tone for our experience. Our inside world sets the tone for our experience. There's a famous saying. I'm trying to remember who the saying is by. But anyway, he says that we don't see the world how it is. We see the world how we are. I think it's Anais Nin, the person that said that. And is it Anais Nin? Anyway. So the point is that what's happening on the inside determines how we experience life on the outside. That's the point. We create from the inside out, not the other way around. Not the other way around. Let me see some of these comments. If you're still with me, give me a double tap on the screen. Tepi says yes. Nobile says yes. Tabi says yes. Lelo says yes. I love this. I absolutely love this. Sammy Blue, I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't said yes yet, you've still got a chance to ask yourself, will you measure your success differently today? Will you measure your success differently? Yes or no? Will you focus on what's happening within? You know what you must think of? So the way we look at things, right, is how we experience things. Think of it like a filter. You know how you take a picture and then you go and you put a filter on it. Same picture, but you can change up the filters, right? So that's really what our inner world is. It's a filter that we're choosing to put on, really. It's a filter through which we experience life. Okay, so that's another way you must just look at it. You know how you take a picture and then you scroll through and you look at this filter and then you look at that filter. You do like a black and white filter. No, I don't like that. I like this filter. I don't like that filter. So it's the same way. It's the same way, right? And the filter that you choose when you're busy editing your picture changes your experience of the picture, right? It's the same way. It's the same way. I'm using like an orange lip thingy today. It's a Yardley. It's Yardley. It says, what's the color? Electric Tangerine. That's the color. Electric Tangerine. Okay. I haven't used this in a while. I think at one stage I was like, oh, I want an orange lipstick. I haven't used it in a while. But I took it out today because I was like, I'm wearing orange. I think this makes sense for me. So I was like, okay, let me see how this goes. Are you still with me, guys? Give me a double tap on the screen. Are you going to take up the challenge today? Will you measure your success differently today? And then come back tomorrow and tell me how your day went. Were you able to tune into yourself? Were you able to tune into yourself? And when we tune into ourselves, another thing, it's not to say that we will never, ever, 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 ever tune into the outside world. All that it is that we want to become aware. So you just want to become aware. Where am I tuned into right now? Am I tuned in out there or am I tuned in here? That's all. And then when you notice that actually I'm more concerned with other people's opinions, I'm more concerned with pleasing them. That's why I say yes when I actually want to say no. Change it. All right? We become aware. Once we're aware, we can make the change. Okay. My makeup is done, guys. I am done. Orange lips today. That's where it's at. Let me see some more of these comments. Guys, my makeup is done. So for those of you, if it was your very first time, I hope that you will be back again. If you found value, be sure to follow so that you can join tomorrow's live. I go live 6:30, Monday to Friday. Every week, there's a theme. Every day, the topic speaks back into the theme. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So Setu says, beautiful, love the orange. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you so much. They say orange is the color of creativity. So I think that's where I'm at today. I'm feeling creative. Okay, and play around with today's challenge. Who was that? Kamek, is it Manget? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Okay, I appreciate the love. Thank you. So play around with today's challenge. Have fun with it. Also, don't take ourselves too seriously. Let's not take ourselves too seriously. Let's play around. Let's have fun. Let's measure our success differently today. Let's protect our peace today. Let's operate from the inside out today. All right? And if you catch yourself concerned with the outside world, just bring yourself back towards yourself. That's it. Alrighty. So today, remember, guys, the theme this week, we are rebuilding your inner world. Today, specifically, we are living from the inside out. And then tomorrow, we'll have a new topic. Okay, Noma Zizi says, it's my first time. I'm absolutely coming back. Love your energy, your laughter, just everything about you. Thank you so much for that, Noma Zizi. I appreciate that so much. And I am definitely going to look out for you. So I hope to see you again, okay? Hopefully tomorrow. Yes? Yes. Alrighty, let me just make sure. Have I read all the comments, guys, before I say goodbye? You guys must have a beautiful, beautiful day. A day that is as beautiful as you are. Remember that you are the main character in your life. Last week, our whole topic was about becoming the main character again. You are the main character, right? This one life that God has given you, you've got to live it. And you've got to enjoy it. Tembi, I see you saying yes. Bongi, I see you saying yes. Love this. I love this for you. I love this for you. When you guys say yes, I absolutely love it for you because it means you get to play around, okay? It means you get to make the improvements, right? You get to see the evidence for yourself. So I love that for you. I honestly do. I love spending my mornings with you guys. I love the interactions. I love the comments. I love that you guys are here with me. All right. Lady Inferno says, happy Thursday to everyone. Absolutely. Happy Thursday to everybody, guys. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those that keep coming back, I love you to bits. Those that joined for the first time and you're like, you're going to come back again, I love you to bits. And I will see you tomorrow morning, 6:30. 6:30. January says extremely late, but I'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully on time. Yes, January, I'm going to start uploading these lives on my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you guys do miss a session, you can go back and you can re-listen, okay? So you can go and check my YouTube channel. I think I've uploaded like 2 episodes so far. So I'm busy like every day just uploading these episodes. If you want to go back, you want to re-listen, you're more than welcome to, okay? The link to my YouTube channel is in my bio. It is Mia on the mic. That's my TikTok handle. So I'm using that across all platforms. Mia on the mic, okay? January says, oh, thank you so much. I'm definitely going there. Yeah, so yesterday's live, if you missed yesterday's live, I did upload it. I uploaded it last night, okay? So yesterday, yeah, we spoke about belief systems. So if you want to go have a listen, if you missed out on yesterday's session, go to my YouTube channel and listen. And then also, you know, give me a comment there, give me a like there. Yes, let me know if yesterday's topic resonated with you. If you try something new, come back and give me feedback. I love the feedback. Not so much for me, but for you. I love it when you change. I love it when you grow. I love it when you do the thing that leads you to living your best life. I'm here for it. Sending everybody so much love. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, 6:30. Mwah, mwah, and mwah. I'm out. Bye.